Hey everybody, welcome back to Farming Simulator 19. You're watching JCTV on the Xbox One console. This is Stone Valley, episode number 5 in the console edition of the Stone Valley map. You caught us just as we were taking out the garbage, folks. We've got an abundance of trash bags that have built up inside the garage. And the trash is accumulating here on the side of the road. We're just waiting for the garbage men to come pick it up, so we're just going to dump that right there. And we've got a couple of more bags to take out. While we're doing that, let's talk about what we're going to be doing today. Apart from taking out the trash and cleaning up the garage a little bit, we are going to be harvesting the sunflowers in field number 6. Then we need to plow that field once it's done harvesting. Then we need to lime that field once it's done plowing. And then we need to replant. Off the top of my head, I think I want to replant some grass into field number 6, so that way we can utilize the baler. We can maybe purchase a bale wrapper, or I think the baler that we have has the wrapper attached to it, so we could utilize that. Make some grass silage bales. Get in there. Come on, you dirty garbage bag. There we go. We can make some grass silage bag and make some cash. Silage is going for quite a bit these days, especially when it's wrapped in nice little pretty packages. So we'll utilize the round baler that we have once we plant the grass. But first things first, let's lock up the garage here. We'll clean up the rest of this garbage later. Everything's all over the floor. I threw everything around in a fit of rage, ripping things off the shelf. You know how it goes. Anyway, that's a future problem to be resolved by future JCTV, not present JCTV. Let's hop on the truck. Let's drive on down to field number 6 and we'll check out the sunflowers. No, we're going to go down to field number 8 first. I do believe it's field number 8. We're going to go check on the growing stage. There's field number 8. Is it field? I think it's field number 8 right here. It is field number 1. I am all over the place today, folks. Field number 1, let's check and see what's going on. It is growing. Fertilized to 50%. Once it hits the first stage of growing, we will be able to fertilize to 100%, which is what we'll do. I'm very anxious to see the alfalfa sprouts that we planted last week. So we will head on over to now field number 8. I do believe that's the one right beside the farm. We will check. What do we have growing there? Wheat, I think. I don't even know. I can't remember from this week to the last. Let's jump out of the truck and figure out what this is. Wheat. Yes, growing. 100% fertilized. We have nothing left to do with that field now. All we have to do is wait for it to grow. So now we can drive over to field number 6 and check out the sunflowers because we only own the 3 fields. 1, 8, and 6. Yeah, that is 8. Okay. All right, yeah, 1 is to the south, 8 is centrally located, and 6 is over to the east here. All right, let's go in. The wheat's growing on this side too. Good stuff. The field is growing equally. That is fantastical. And here is the semi-large field of sunflowers that we're going to harvest. And then we're going to replant some grass, I think. I really want to use that baler with the wrapper and the semi-trailer that's sitting over there in that bunker with some bales left on it, and we can finally utilize that. We have a little silage business going. Okay, so let's drive back to the farm. We'll load up the harvester and we'll get that over here and we'll start harvesting the sunflowers. We do have to locate the sunflower header. Now, the other John Deere harvester that we used last week to harvest whatever it was over there in field number 1, we left it down there. It's just easier to leave it down there. So we didn't need 2 in one farm. So let's just put the truck back in the driveway here. Excuse me. There we go. And I do believe the harvester is in this shed right over here, right up here. Yep. I think, yeah, that's where it is. I'm almost 100% positive. There it is. I see it. All right, that's the John Deere harvester. Now we do need to locate the header. I cannot remember where I left it. I think this is the cereal header here, the grain header. Yep, that is it. That's not the one we need. Oh, I left it on the other side of the barn. That's right. I remember I left it beside this tank right here. There it is. Perfect. That didn't take very long at all. All right, let's get in the harvester. We will strap on the header, strap on the feed bag, and we'll start feeding this bad boy some sunflowers. We just have to get out of the shed. There we go. Perfect. All right. So while we are hooking up the header and driving over to the sunflowers, folks, if you have not already done so, hit that subscribe button for me in the bottom right-hand corner of your screen. Drop a like on the video and ring that notification bell so you can be alerted every time we upload new content. You don't want to miss anything, folks. Then come follow us on all of our social media campaigns. You can find us on Twitter, Facebook, Discord, Patreon. There's a PayPal link there if you'd like to send a donation my way. That would be super fantastic and greatly appreciated as always. And there's also a link there from sprizzy.com if you'd like to grow your own YouTube channel. Check out sprizzy.com for all of the help that they can give you, all that they have to offer, whatever. I don't know. Go check them out. And finally, folks, a brand new link there. If you look in the description of the video, the very first link is the link to the JCTV Marketplace merchandise store. Go and check that out. Guys, we've got t-shirts, hoodies, tank tops. Girls, same thing. T-shirts, hoodies, tank tops. We've got cloth face masks. We've got coffee mugs. There's a whole bunch of stuff there. Go and check that out and get yourself a JCTV coffee mug or cloth face mask. You can go get those. There will be new stuff being added almost every week. As soon as I have time to design some of it, I'll add it to the store, and then you guys can go and show everyone that you're a fan of JCTV. You can get your own coffee mug, face mask, t-shirt, hoodie, or I think there's a fanny pack there too, I think, and some stickers, die-cast stickers, regular stickers. Go check that out, folks. All right, so we are harvesting the sunflowers. Great. Look at all those sunflowers jumping into the harvester. We've all seen this before, folks. Let's fast forward to the end of the sunflower harvest, shall we? And through the magic of television, folks, here is the end of the sunflower harvest. The last strip of sunflowers going into the harvester. We've already got the semi-truck there in front of us, which is already a little over halfway full. The first compartment is full with 30,000 liters, and the rear compartment now has sunflowers. I wanted to say soybeans. The rear compartment now has sunflowers going in it too. Let's hop into the truck and we'll figure out where we're going to be selling these. According to the price of the sunflowers, it looks like the south sell point is paying the most, so we're going to sell the sunflowers. Remember last week we stored the corn in the silo down by field number A1. I can never remember what that field is called. Let's call it the south field. The south field silo, or the southern farm, has the corn in the silo. We left that there in case of a rainy day, but we should be okay. We've got over $100,000 in the bank, plus over 40,000 liters of sunflowers going to the south sell point. So we'll see where we're at after we sell this, and we should be okay to not sell the corn in the silo. We should be okay. But let's wait until we get down there just to see where we're at with the sunflower revenue. All right, yeah, the south sell point is just at the end of this road here. I'm going to have to write this down. What is the number of this field? Every time I leave it, it always escapes me. Number 1. Field number 1. Yeah, 1 is south, 8 is central, and 6 is east. Okay. I think I'll try and remember that. I'm not going to make any guarantees. I'll probably call it something different in another episode, but who knows. Let's just get to the south sell point. We'll sell off all the sunflowers, and then we've got to fix the land. We've got to plow, we've got to lime, we've got to reseed, and then hopefully that will be all we will be doing today. I got to get that done before the sun goes down as well. Sunset is just around 7:15 p.m. And what time is it now? It is 4:30 in the afternoon. We got a couple of hours before the sun goes down. Hopefully we can get the plowing, liming, and reseeding completed. And that way, in the next episode, on the next day, we should be able to fertilize the alfalfa in field number 1, and then maybe re-fertilize field number 8 again, depending on what happens. It's at 100% fertilization right now. I'm not sure if it's going to stay that way, or if we have to re-fertilize again back to 100% with the next stage of growing. But anyways, we've got a lot of work to do today, so let's get back to the farm, and we need to find the tractor and the plow, the yellow plow thing, the disc, whatever you call it. I think it's a cultivator with a disc plow. I don't even know. It's the yellow thing. That's what we're going to find, the yellow thing. Let's go and do that. Well, that wasn't too difficult. The yellow thing, or the disc harrower, or the disc plow, who knows. The yellow thing was right where we left it, beside the red thing. The red thing being the seeder and the direct drill fertilizer seeder thing. All right, so we got the yellow thing. We're going over to the sunflower field, field number 6. I don't want to get used to calling it the sunflower field, because then I'm going to inadvertently plant sunflowers there when I don't want to. Let's call it the grass field. It's now going to be known as the grass field number 6, because we're going to plant grass there so that we can utilize the baler and the wrapper and the bale loading wagon so that we can start a silage business. So all we have to do is unfold the plow, get into position, lower the plow and start the tractor, and then we are plowing our little hearts out. This is going to take quite a long time, because this is only a 6-meter wide plow, and this field is a big gazillion feet wide. Alright, so that's what plowing looks like. Let's skip to the end of the plowing process, shall we? And here is the end of the plowing process. Man, that was a long hour it took to plow that field. Jeez. I've never done... Oh my god, I can't say I've never done anything so boring, but I have, because I've plowed bigger fields than this with smaller equipment than this. But it is what it is. It needs to be done. Field needed to be plowed. Plowing's turned off, but because we haven't plowed this field before, it still needed to be done once. The same thing with lime. Lime is also turned off, simply because every third episode we would have to stop and plow and lime, and that's just boring. So we turned it off, as well as traffic. You notice that there's no traffic here in Stone Valley because we turned it off. We're just going to do some farming. We don't want anyone getting in the way, or plowing or liming or anything like that. Once you see one field plowed, they're pretty much all the same. Same thing with lime. So let's head back to the farm. We will power wash this yellow thing. We'll stick it back beside the red thing, and then we need to get a lime spreader, and we're going to lease that, I believe. Yeah, we're going to lease that because we don't really need it all that often. It doesn't make sense to spend $70,000 on a lime spreader that we're only going to use once or twice. Plus, the cost of lime is not that cheap, folks. So it just makes sense to lease it and then just give it back. Here we go, nice and clean yellow thing. Disc harrower or plow or cultivator. Who knows what it is? I guess we'll see the name of it in a second here when we detach it. Oh, we've got a low turn radius there. Let's try and back this up into the shed. And we don't need the red thing just yet. We need to get the liming done first. So we're going to do that. There we go. It's the culti plow. There you go. It's a plow cultivator. It's a plowtator. A culti plow. I like that. Culti plow. All right, culti plows back in the shed. Let's look at the Breedow lime spreader here. We're going to take the $67,000 one, but we're going to put the extension on it because we're going to need lots of lime. And then we're going to put the spreading discs on it that go 18 meters instead of 12 because we've got a lot of field. And like I said, we're going to lease that bad boy. No, we're not going to buy another one. We're going to lease that bad boy, and then we're going to zip on up to the shop and pick it up. So let's head on up to the shop. So here we are at the shop picking up the lime spreader with the extension and the spreading discs. If you weren't already aware, you can actually change those spreading discs from 12 meters to 18. Cost a couple of extra $1,000, but it saves you a boatload of time, but in the same breath uses a crap ton more lime. So is it worth it? Is it not? I don't know. I like it. I like spreading lime 18 meters instead of 12. Doesn't really matter. Now we just need to go to the lime station, which is just down the street here, and then we need to fill up the lime spreader. What else are we going to do today? I think that was about it. We just need to lime and reseed. And then what time is it now? It's almost 5:30. So the sun will be going down in a couple of hours, and it's going to take us a couple of hours to lime and reseed. So hopefully that will be all. Well, we do need gas, but we'll stop and do that another time. We should have enough fuel in the tractor to get the liming and the reseeding done. Alright, so the lime station is coming up. It's just a left turn and down the street a little bit, and then we'll catch up with you when we're back at field number 6 for the lime. And just like that, we're back at the field number 6 here, the grass field. We're going to be spreading some lime. If this is your first time ever spreading lime, this is your lime spreading lesson. Unfold lime spreader. Turn lime spreader on. Drive. That's pretty much all you need to do. That's it. That's spreading lime. Fill machine. Unfold machine. Turn on machine. Drive. And stop when the lime is done. That's pretty much it. Alright, let's go to the end of the lime, shall we? And here's the last little bit of lime going on the field. Now, off camera, we did actually have to go and fill up again because we ran dry just before this last little strip. So it did cost us an extra $2,000 in lime. But that's okay. It only has to be done once. We're going to drive this back to the farm. We're just going to park it over by somewhere. We'll park it somewhere. Then we'll hook up to the red thing that's beside the yellow thing and the other red thing. That's as specific as I'd like to be right now. My brain kind of hurts. So the red thing is the seeder, the yellow thing is the culti plow, and the other red thing is the barn, or the shed. So the red shed holds the red seeder and the yellow culti plow. Nice bright colors. Makes it easy to remember which one is which. I'll never forget the word culti plow from now on. I'll stop calling it the yellow thing. Okay, let's get back over here. And where can we put this? Somewhere where it's going to be out of the way. How about right over here? It's going to go back to the shop later on anyway, but we'll do that off camera so that we don't have to bore you with that other long drive up there. Now we just need the seeder, which is right there in the door. I can see it. Perfect. And I think we've got to fill it up again. I'm not sure. Well, the sun's going down. It is about 6 o'clock. It's time for some headlights now and some running lights. There's the seeder. The horse pronto. Perfect. I like this little seeder. It's a nice little direct drill seeder, so we don't have to plow or cultivate. We only have to do it that once, but we'd never have to do it again. Alright, and we're just going to back up to the seed tank here. And the fertilizer tank was strategically placed right next to the seed tank so that we didn't have far to go. This is the solid fertilizer tank and the regular seed tank. Let's just try and get this back there. And we're almost out of fertilizer and we're almost out of seeds, so we should fill it up, and we should have enough with a full tank to completely sow that field with grass. Now we just need some fertilizer. Let's back up here. Where's the trigger? Come on, where are you? There it is. Perfect. Let's start filling up with fertilizer, and then we'll head on over to the field. There we go. And yeah, before we get there, let's switch before I forget. Because I always say I'm going to plant something and then I forget to switch the seed, and then I always plant the wrong thing. Now we're not going to do alfalfa again. No, where's grass? There it is. Perfect. Let's head on over to the field and we will plant some grass. Planting grass on Stone Valley. Can't wait to get that silage business up and running. We need hundreds of thousands of dollars for what we have planned here. We want to buy some more fields. We want to upgrade the equipment to something a little bit larger. We've already got 2 harvesters, so I don't think we need any more harvesters. We maybe need a wider seeder or a wider planter. Maybe we've already got a fertilizer sprayer. We don't need one of those. But I don't know. We'll see where the wind takes us. All right, here we go. Let's lower this and unfold this bad boy. And we'll start planting some grass. Oh, a little too far. We don't want to seed his field with grass. We're probably going to buy that one next and merge it with this one anyway. Really doesn't matter at this point. All right, grass going in the ground. Let's skip ahead to the end of the grass seeding process. And here's the last line of grass going into the field, and that is now complete. All we have to do is go to the end of the field, fold up the machine and bring it back to the farm, and then we will be all done for today. It is getting late in the evening and the sun is going to go down pretty fast, so I don't want to be out here in the dark. There's not really much else to do right now until the wheat and alfalfa are done growing. We do need to still fertilize the alfalfa, but the wheat I think will be okay. And then once that's ready to harvest, we can action that baler again. But for now, the grass is planted. So let's head back to the farm, put this stuff away, and that is going to wrap up this episode, folks. Thanks for tuning in. You're watching Farming Simulator 19, played on the Xbox One console. This was Stone Valley Console Edition, episode number 5. Thanks for tuning in, folks. Hope you have a fantastic rest of your day. And this is me, JCTV, saying, see you later.